At a glance, these two knives look a lot alike. Let's talk about the difference between Japanese knives and German knives. Welcome back. I'm Elan with Element Knife Company, and today we are using chef knives to show you the difference between Japanese-made and German-made. The three main differences between Japanese-made knives and German-made knives are going to be curve in the blade, steel type, and weight. Broadly speaking, Japanese steel is hard, German steel is soft. Hard is good for edge retention, but hard translates to brittle. Soft won't hold an edge as long, but the steel is more forgiving and it'll bend before it breaks. The quintessential German design is going to be very thick at the spine, full tang. Tang is when the blade then goes inside of the handle. Often the full profile of the handle, bolster, metal rivets. That's going to make it a very weighty knife. Much more curve in the blade compared to Japanese. This Japanese-made chef knife is Western stylized, Western handle, bolster, full tang, metal rivets, but because the spine is much thinner, it's lighter weight overall. If we look at these side by side, you'll see how much thinner this knife is and that there's less curve in the blade itself. When we have more curve, we can do the classic European cutting technique where this basically stays connected to the cutting board and we're pushing and pulling as we're rocking the blade. But more belly, more curve allows us to lift that higher before the point wants to get stuck into the cutting board. When we look at Japanese designs, we find that we still have curve, but a little less belly and a little flatter down here towards the heel. We can still comfortably use that European cutting technique, but this also excels at a Japanese push forward technique where the whole blade comes up away from the cutting board and back, and using a good amount of the length of the blade cuts on the push forward. Let's look at this classic Japanese chef knife called the Gyuto. It has a hidden tang, a lot less metal there, and the tang reaches about half, sometimes 3/4 into the handle, but it's hidden from view. So there is a lot less metal overall in this knife, making it very lightweight. In my experience, the weight of the knife plays little factor into the functionality of the knife. What is more important is that a knife has good balance. And I'm not talking about balance like a scale. I'm talking about that when the knife is in motion, it has an overall feeling of balance. This allows the knife to become an extension of your hand. Now, from person to person, our body mechanics are different, how my fingers wrap around a handle versus somebody else. My likes and preferences will be different too. So whether you like a lighter knife or a heavier knife, the comfort and handle are very important here because it connects the knife to the user. Is one better than the other? No. It really comes down to what is appropriate for the user. Whether you have a Japanese-made knife, a German-made knife, or a hybrid in between, a well-made, well-balanced knife will make your time in the kitchen less frustrating and more productive. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow to stay up on all things knives.